Today I'll be installing the Ducati OEM windshield for the Diavel V4 and the Evotech Performance Peak Design phone holder, which comes right on top here. So the windshield comes and the phone holder comes below that. Let me show you what I have here on the table. So I have the OEM windshield here with the bracket, and here is the Evotech Performance Peak Design phone mount. Here's the phone holder and all the screws that you see here. To start, we'll remove the 4 OEM screws, 2 here and then 2 here on the bottom. That's where the bracket and the foot sits. So these 4 screws come in the Evotech. They don't come part of the OEM package. So just letting you know, in case someone gets just the OEM windshield and tries to install it, the OEM comes with a different set of screws. So the taller or the longer, I would say, the screw goes up here. I'll just screw it in with my hand and then tighten it later. Now I'm using a 13 mm nut tighter to just tighten this up. Now that we have installed all the 4 screws, take the Evotech Performance bracket for the phone holder, place it on top. It won't slide, it just fixes into the place. Take the OEM bracket. This is the OEM bracket that came with the windshield. Place it on top here. Use the provided screws by Evotech Performance. Make sure you hand tighten the screws so this bracket is still moving, as now you need to install 2 of these spacers given to you by Evotech, as well as M5 by 25 mm screws provided by Evotech as well. So the spacers go here below on both ends, and the screws will go in here. We'll just hand tighten this as well. Now you can use a torque or a screwdriver and tighten these up. The next step now is to install the phone holder onto the bracket, and that's a pretty simple process. You get this mount provided by Evotech, as well as this phone holding bracket from Peak Design. They've customized it in a way that it works. We'll just put this up here. There's this screw provided by Evotech. The good thing is that Evotech labels and provides all these screws in separate bags, so there's no confusion while installing them. Now we'll use these 2 provided washers, small washers. Each goes on either side here, like this. We'll place this here, and these button screws that are provided by Evotech, we'll use them to tighten this up. Okay, so it's finally installed now, almost completed 90%. This is the windshield bracket, the OEM one. Underneath this is the Evotech Performance bracket to hold the phone holder here, and this is how it looks. All the screws used on this so far are the ones that are provided by Evotech. So I haven't used any of the OEM screws so far. This is how it looks. What I'll do now is I will be installing, this is the sports OEM windshield that I'll be installing, and this is the screen or the windshield, sorry, that will be using the OEM screws. So the 4 screws that go here and go up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, are the OEM ones. So let's go ahead and install that, and our installation is complete. So this is the Ducati Performance windshield, and these are the OEM screws and the rubber mount. So we'll install the 4 rubber mounts here. It's just like a button. You hear a click sound. There you go. The first one's done. The 4 rubber mounts are installed here. We've got the 4 screws. These are the OEM screws that you will get if you get the Ducati Performance windshield, or even if you get the touring one. Either ways, you'll get the same screws here. Let's go ahead and install it now quickly. This is the last part. All right, we'll just place it here. Screw it in a little bit with my hand first. Now that I've hand tightened the screws, I will go ahead. It's easier if you hand tighten it first so they go in the right space. And now I'll just tighten enough. This is the final look. This is how the windshield looks from the front. And I'll show you the phone mount. This is the look of the phone mount. I can quickly attach my phone to it. That's the phone attached. Here is the Peak Design phone holder. This is the one I ordered separately. It costed me about 65 Canadian dollars. I'm using it for my 14 Pro Max. So this didn't come part of the package. I had to order it. This is how it looks. Let's install it first here. And this is how it clips in. So you can see it's not interfering with the screen, TFT screen below, or it's perfectly lined. I'll install the phone on it now. This is my first time using it as well. Okay, so there's a clamp and this comes out. Okay, perfect. I'll install the phone now. This is my 14 Pro Max. We'll install this inside. Here's the phone installed. I'm keeping the USB charging port this side since the USB charging cable goes in here, just in case I ever want to use it. And this is all installed. Let me tap on it. This is how it looks. I have the Diavel on it. And perfect, looks beautiful.